Welcome back to the channel. In N400, Part 9, the officer will first ask you a series of yes-no questions. But if they think you might not understand a question, they may stop and ask you the vocabulary from that question. This helps them check whether you truly understand, not just guess yes or no. So today, we'll learn 80 key Part 9 words to help you answer confidently. Let's get started. What does claim mean? What does claim mean? To say something without proof. To say something without proof. What does claimed to be a U.S. citizen mean? What does claimed to be a U.S. citizen mean? To say you are a U.S. citizen. To say you are a U.S. citizen. What does register mean? What does register mean? To sign up. To sign up. What does vote mean? What does vote mean? To elect a new leader. To elect a new leader. Do you know what owe taxes means? Do you know what owe taxes means? To owe the government money. To owe the government money. What does owe any overdue taxes mean? What does owe any overdue taxes mean? Didn't pay taxes on time. Didn't pay taxes on time. What is a non-resident alien? What is a non-resident alien? A person who is not a U.S. resident. A person who is not a U.S. resident. What does file a tax return mean? What does file a tax return mean? To send a tax form to the government. To send a tax form to the government. Tell me what the Communist Party is. Tell me what the Communist Party is. No freedom, like Cuba or China. No freedom, like Cuba or China. What is a totalitarian party? What is a totalitarian party? A party that controls all power. A party that controls all power. What is a totalitarian dictatorship? What is a totalitarian dictatorship? A government where people have no power. A government where people have no power. What does overthrow mean? What does overthrow mean? To remove a government by force. To remove a government by force. What are unconstitutional means? What are unconstitutional means? Methods not allowed by the Constitution. Methods not allowed by the Constitution. What does unlawful assaulting mean? What does unlawful assaulting mean? To attack someone illegally. To attack someone illegally. What is sabotage? What is sabotage? To damage or destroy something. To damage or destroy something. What is a weapon? What is a weapon? Like a knife, gun, or bomb. Like a knife, gun, or bomb. What is an explosive? What is an explosive? Something that can cause an explosion. Something that can cause an explosion. What does kidnapping mean? What does kidnapping mean? To take someone illegally by force. To take someone illegally by force. What is assassination? What is assassination? To kill a famous or important person. To kill a famous or important person. What is hijacking? What is hijacking? Taking control of a vehicle by force. Taking control of a vehicle by force. What does threaten mean? What does threaten mean? To say you will hurt someone. To say you will hurt someone. What does conspired mean? What does conspired mean? To plan secretly to do something illegal. To plan secretly to do something illegal. What does incited mean? What does incited mean? To encourage illegal action. To encourage illegal action. Do you understand the word torture? Do you understand the word torture? To cause great pain to someone. To cause great pain to someone. How do you define genocide? How do you define genocide? Killing a whole race. Killing a whole race. What does kill mean? What does kill mean? To cause someone to die. To cause someone to die. What does injure mean? What does injure mean? To hurt someone. To hurt someone. What is sexual contact or activity? What is sexual contact or activity? Touching private parts of someone. Touching private parts of someone. What is religion? What is religion? The belief in a god or gods. The belief in a god or gods. What is suffering? What is suffering? Physical or mental pain of a person. Physical or mental pain of a person. What is a military unit? What is a military unit? The official army for a country. The official army for a country. What is a police unit? What is a police unit? A group that enforces the law. A group that enforces the law. What is a paramilitary unit? What is a paramilitary unit? Like a military group, but not official. Like a military group, but not official. What is a rebel group? What is a rebel group? A group that fights a government. A group that fights a government. What is a guerrilla group? What is a guerrilla group? An armed group against the government. An armed group against the government. What does to be detained mean? What does to be detained mean? Held in custody by police. Held in custody by police. What is prison or jail? What is prison or jail? A place where prisoners are kept. A place where prisoners are kept. What is a detention facility? What is a detention facility? A place where people are forced to stay. A place where people are forced to stay. What is a labor camp? What is a labor camp? A place where people are forced to work. A place where people are forced to work. What is weapons training? What is weapons training? Learning how to use a gun. Learning how to use a gun. What is paramilitary training? What is paramilitary training? Learning how to fight in combat. Learning how to fight in combat. What is military type training? What is military type training? Learning how to fight in combat. Learning how to fight in combat. What does recruit mean? What does recruit mean? To ask someone to join the armed forces. To ask someone to join the armed forces. What does commit mean? What does commit mean? To do something wrong or illegal. To do something wrong or illegal. What is a crime? What is a crime? An action that breaks the law. An action that breaks the law. What is an offense? What is an offense? A minor crime. A minor crime. What does to be arrested mean? What does to be arrested mean? To be handcuffed by the police. To be handcuffed by the police. What does to be cited mean? What does to be cited mean? Given a ticket by police. Given a ticket by police. What does to be confined mean? What does to be confined mean? To be kept in a place. To be kept in a place. What does to be charged mean? What does to be charged mean? To be accused of a crime. To be accused of a crime. Do you know what procure means? Do you know what procure means? To find a prostitute for somebody. To find a prostitute for somebody. Please tell me what a prostitute is. Please tell me what a prostitute is. Someone who has sex for money. Someone who has sex for money. What is prostitution? What is prostitution? The work of a prostitute. The work of a prostitute. What does smuggle mean? What does smuggle mean? To take things to a country illegally. To take things to a country illegally. What are controlled substances? What are controlled substances? Drugs controlled by the government. Drugs controlled by the government. What are illegal drugs or narcotics? What are illegal drugs or narcotics? Like heroin or cocaine. Like heroin or cocaine. What is drug paraphernalia? What is drug paraphernalia? Equipment used with illegal drugs. Equipment used with illegal drugs. What is an immigration benefit? What is an immigration benefit? Things like a visa, green card, or citizenship. Things like a visa, green card, or citizenship. What does illegally mean? What does illegally mean? Not allowed by the law. Not allowed by the law. Tell me what illegal gambling means. Tell me what illegal gambling means. To play a game for money illegally. To play a game for money illegally. What does pay alimony mean? What does pay alimony mean? To pay money to an ex-spouse after divorce. To pay money to an ex-spouse after divorce. How do you define misrepresentation? How do you define misrepresentation? The act of giving false information. The act of giving false information. What is public benefit? What is public benefit? Welfare, like food stamps, housing, education, healthcare. Welfare, like food stamps, housing, education, healthcare. What is fraudulent? What is fraudulent? Intended to deceive somebody. Intended to deceive somebody. What is misleading? What is misleading? Giving somebody the wrong idea. Giving somebody the wrong idea. What does lie mean? What does lie mean? To say something that is not true. To say something that is not true. Do you know what removal is? Do you know what removal is? Making someone leave the U.S. Making someone leave the U.S. What is deportation proceeding? What is deportation proceeding? Legal process to remove a person. Legal process to remove a person. What does to be deported mean? What does to be deported mean? To be forced to leave the U.S. To be forced to leave the U.S. What are U.S. armed forces? What are U.S. armed forces? U.S. military, Navy, Air Force, Space Force. U.S. military, Navy, Air Force, Space Force. What is a hereditary title? What is a hereditary title? A royal title such as prince or princess. A royal title such as prince or princess. What is an order of nobility? What is an order of nobility? A position given by a king or queen. A position given by a king or queen. What is the Constitution? What is the Constitution? It's the supreme law of the land. It's the supreme law of the land. Do you know what allegiance is? Do you know what allegiance is? To be loyal to something. To be loyal to something. What is the oath of allegiance to the United States? What is the oath of allegiance to the United States? A promise to be loyal to the U.S. A promise to be loyal to the U.S. What is developmental disability? What is developmental disability? A condition that limits development. A condition that limits development. What does bear arms mean? What does bear arms mean? To own or use a gun to fight. To own or use a gun to fight. What are non-combatant services? What are non-combatant services? Services that do not involve combat. Services that do not involve combat. What is work of national importance? What is work of national importance? Tasks that are important to a nation during a crisis. Tasks that are important to a nation during a crisis. What is a civilian direction? What is a civilian direction? A direction from a person not in the military. A direction from a person not in the military. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more.